from the member pass, and this last one from Lucian was someone from the actual store, which I never had time to get, and he did show up more than once, did he? I don't think he did. Anyway, this is Lucian. He's a third member of the high stakes people, the vampire hunter people he didn't get. He has some cool looking hair that hangs around his front. Oh, by the way, I cut my hair. My hair is no longer 3 feet long, or 5 feet long, or however long it was. 3-ish. I have short hair now. But he's got tattoos on the left side of his face, which kind of just look like a cut that's been bleeding. Cool little lip ring that wraps around the. Those are the kind of lip rings I like. The kind that are tight-ish and wrap around the lip. That's a cool looking lip ring. He's got something that's sort of like a trench coat, duster / formal jacket looking mix. Some diamond designs, a cat chain on his pocket looks very anime-ish. A hockey mask looking pin on his shirt, and then some regular ass pins. And he's got some knitted sleeves with the designs from that like school-ish thing, I think. It's all over everybody else in his team. And he's just some gold boots that would make Midas jealous. If you go to his back bling is this wolf thing with dog crossbones below it. I don't know what exactly it stands for. Lucian, is he? I don't know. It says Rebel. Stop it. Rebel, dreamer, protector of the party vibes. Okay. Lavish Louis, this little buddy got a gilded glow up. I'm assuming that means he has similar one in his other pack. Just a angry ass wolf burying its fangs. And 2 stakes behind it because they're vampire hunters. His weapon is this thing. And this is where I saw that weapon. If you remember, I had the 2 princes and princes in front of the what it turned out to be the new galactic skin for the member club. And she was wielding a weapon, and I swore up and down I saw a weapon like that somewhere. I saw it in his pack, most likely. That he probably has a weapon like this in his original form, because the other 2 forms have weapons that are similar to their originals. Excuse me while I drink some water. That's all that. Oh, they come with their own wraps. The wraps are okay. But the skins are really good. Load skin number 2. Oh, wait. Part 2 of his skin. Now, this doesn't have a difference in anything else except for his thing. He can put on a mask. The mask is always one color. It's always going to be black and gold no matter which. You can't change it. But he also can invert the colors of his jacket to black. Well, not invert, but change it to black, which looks really cool. And it's called formal wear. I think it's supposed to be playing on the vampires' formal areas. They're probably hunting them. Then we have Halsey. You remember her? She's Boba Tea Lady, huh? Boba Tea Lady. This is her first form. Just regular old. She has like a blue fancy blouse on, dress blouse thingy. It's got frills around the shoulder. Some blue stakes in her belt, which also has the cat thing in it. That cat must be a symbol of theirs. I don't remember the cat. And she got some wristlets set in fur areas on each wrist. Stockings, some 70s looking legwear with bunnies on them. And some high heels that match the 70s look. She's got her school's looking cap on again and a shield on it, which means nothing to me. And there's some star earrings and her mask, of course. She's got a hers says Adventure Seeker, Vampire Staker, Dance Master. Her clearly in call pack says 1 stake for vampires, 1 stake for poking holes in boba tea lids. As a boba tea drinker, I get that. It's just like a round backpack with some ears on it, a boba tea thing on the side. The metal on that side, I don't know. It looks like a fancy backpack. And then her twice bitten, take 2 big bites out of the competition. It's Ace Battle Axe. basically it. I believe it's very similar to her original battle axe. In fact, we can check that out. Well, she's up here somewhere. I unlocked her and her friend. Yep, she has a battle axe. It's only one-sided though, originally. She does have a second form. Her second form again turns her suit black. I took off the mask because the mask stays blue. Basically same thing, just changes the dress black, and the leg, somebody's leg wear is black, and the hat. And she gets some purplish in there that was in there in the original one. Yeah, there's some purple. It's also full of black tie. Then we have Jungzi. Jungzi's sword was a lot smaller, so this sword is bigger than her original sword. Jungzi's wearing all red, super scarlet. Jungzi the Scarlet, I think it's called, instead of Jungzi the Red. She's wearing sort of a scarlet tights. Might be a one piece, I can't tell. Not that. Calm down, Luffy. She got some suspender belts, which I don't seem to serve her purpose other than to hang off her stakes and look funky. She's got, her shirt has some lace netting around the chest and the shoulder area. Looks very fancy. She's wearing a scarlet hat with a black top. It reminds me of the hat Common San Diego wears. Got some high-heeled boots on, kind of westernish looking. And she got some weird glasses. I don't know about the glasses. Got like demon eyes or some snake eyes on them. Her back bling is a fancy cape with a red spoof on it, stake through some kind of golden emblem. And her sword is a little like her other sword. I think her other sword had the eye, right? Let's see where you at. But it's got a wide blade at this time. I honestly would not believe this blade would be okay for combat, especially sword-to-sword combat. Because you see that empty middle that looks like the first original sword came out of? That's going to be a weakness. The thing will bend right there, and it'll eventually shatter the entire blade. But for this, it's got a thick blade on it. It's one of those blades that are for cleaving. You're meant to cut through most of the person in one swipe. It is sharp enough. It's probably going to be heavy, though. It's going to be a lot heavier than her other sword. And that's it. Oh, no, wait, she has a second form, too. Her black tie version is very similar. It just turns the tights version black. The red stays elsewhere. I took off her mask for this one. That's it. Now, the reason I want to show you them, other than they're cool, is the fact that they are $14-something. And that's important because if you go to item shop, three people with backbling and wraps and tools each cost $14-something. Yet, if you go all the way down here where they were, and you go over to Fortnite's Untasked Courier Pack, for $16, I can get this guy and his tool and his backbling. And 1,500 V-Bucks. Just saying. The reason those are $15 is because you also get Save the World with them. And I think they could make it like at least $2 cheaper for the people who already own Save the World. They need to work on that. We're going to continue on birthday quests right now before we do anything else. I don't think Snapshot has anything for another week, and we have weeklies. First birthday quest. Use balloons and collect birthday presents. Honestly, this is going to be like random, so I guess we can also do some weeklies. Hero, I need Deku Smash and Fire. Oh, fire. I hate using fire. Oh no. You know what? We'll say tomorrow we'll get more weekly quests. Bust through a door at different name locations. Okay. If you insist. We are not there. We are way beyond you, dude. We're still in 2-5, I believe. Yep, we just did Frostbroker, which means our next one we're heading into DC. This is the Flash, also known as Barry Allen, but there's different Flashes, of course. Flash is from DC. I believe this was supposed to be played off the TV show version at the time, or was this supposed to be the movie version? I think this was supposed to be TV show version because this was his TV show version, but I'm not positive. Barry Allen is a superhuman or metahuman in their version, who can tap into a power known as the Speed Force, which allows him to be one of the fastest, if not the fastest, type of people or type of creatures in the universe. He outruns soups, that kind of thing. This is pretty cool. I honestly, this is a little less red. The suit reminds me of the movie version. It's all like dark red. I don't remember Barry's suit being this dark in the TV show, but I may be wrong. It may have been. TV show is actually pretty good. I don't think it's still on. Fastest man alive. Okay. Just hit fast. Basil? Oh, wait. Hold on. What is it? Oh, the Flash set. It says the Barry Allen, the fastest man alive. I thought that was the set. I was like, that's a weird name for a set, but okay. Flanders? Why is Flanders up there? This is Speed Force, supposed to represent the Speed Force. It's pretty much his powerless, like when he goes into speedsters in most versions that he's around. It's just vibrating energy. He also has, other than going fast, he can do things with going fast. He can spin, create tornadoes, just out the fact that he's spinning so fast. Or he can vibrate his energy to phase through objects and stuff like that. He can also break the speed of light and time, allowing him to time travel, which usually doesn't end up well. Speed Force slashers. This is the idea of him using his Speed Force as a physical object, which I think I remember him doing once somewhere. Don't ask me where though. Don't think he has one of these. Does not have one of these, but I guess we could figure something out for him. Oh, that all makes sense. I don't know. Just let it go. And I'm pretty sure he is knotted out here as well. Oh, my hair is in my face. Hold on, guys. Okay, that should be better. It's actually only 70 degrees outside, but it's so humid. It's not nice, but it's made it cold in my room. Okay, so we're on that. We are heading in to bust through doors as the Flash, which kind of makes sense. Albeit when he busts through the doors, he probably accidentally take them off. High stakes club, there they are. Birthday quest, discover games, driving up. I kind of want to play with that. Most that has to do with the first season, maybe. Cool. Cool. Oh, he does have a freaking emote. I can always forget about his emote. I think I have it up here. See if I can get it before we go. There we go, there's the emote. We did go, right? It's supposed to be going. No ranks, just solo builds. You know, it's solo 0, there you go. I do not have the you know what finished. I think I'll do that today sometime. I have chores to do, but if I have time and I'm not really in the mood for writing, I will by editing my book. I'll sit down and write a thing for the next part, the third part of the story, covering season 3, and then maybe we'll do it tomorrow or sometime next week early. I don't have any of these people's stuff. What is that? I do have that. Anyway, good morning. What is going on in the world with y'all? And yes, you and YouTube can also say hello. Happy birthday to you. So we're looking for balloons and presents. And bubbles. One day we'll have 40, and then the bubble. We'll just get the room full of bubbles doing this. My aim and off. Okay. Frenzy builds. We'll bust through the door in there. Oh, I have freaking... Not gonna have that. I don't need it. Why is Jimmy Springs not out of the place? Jesus, that actually kind of scared me. I need to hit people with Eagle Smash? Ooh, balloons. fun as shit. Guess I prefer the blue thermal. Okay. Oh, hello. I'm back here. Bye. Lots of damage to myself. Is there a door around here? I know how. Nope. I don't really want any of this. That's right. Okay. Come on, run. Your whole superpower is running. Don't fail me now. Yeah, whatever. Ooh, good shot. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I am being concentrating. Today's gonna be a quiet day. Please don't let this be the freaking place with the people in it right here. Where do you go? There has to be a door somewhere around here, right? So weirded out that I recognized that song the other day, and it's from the OG Fortnite. Who gave Barry ice powers? Oh, blue chest. Okay, this is... Oh wait, is that guy still alive? Yeah, but he's in a storm. Huh. I have to go figure him out because I can't do another job unless I get him. I assume. Can you do more than one job if you have a job on? Like now they have 3 jobs? I actually haven't tried that yet. Nada? Okay. At least that's blocking his way. Their way. That's cool. That's a cool looking feature. In power. How the hell did he get all the way over here? Oh. He's got the power of light. Boo, how did he get that? It's kind of a augment. I kind of missed it. Don't miss it at the same time. The one that would throw you up in the air after you, stuff. I think in my next one, I'm going to just... I don't know, I got that one. That's not going to help me. Oh my god. Got who I needed. Haha. Okay, I know what I need. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do there. Yeah, why not? Oh, lame. Where did he even go? Oh, what the hell? It went backwards on me. Did it go backwards on me? What's wrong with that thing? I swear it was facing towards me. Oh well, there's my grounds there. Have fun with it if you don't, or if you need one. I was trying to hope to get a crown. I haven't got a crown in a while, like a crown to win. Crown. Okay, quests. So we still need to get presents for the birthday stuff. I'm not missing anything on birthday items though. It's like a last one. 60 years old. Happy birthday, Fortnite. Okay, so presents isn't too important right now. Quests will continue with weeklies. With the jobs. 30 minutes in already. Our next one is going to be Green Arrow. This is definitely Amel Arrow from the TV series. It just fits his look, and it's called... Oh no, it's called Green Arrow here. In the show, he's just called Arrow. I don't think they ever called him Green Arrow. Not to my knowledge. He ran for a little while. They ran for a long while. They both ran for a long while. However, Steve Amel's show was always, at the beginning, a little bit darker. He killed people. There was, just violence, which is weird because the reason we watched it was that, and yet some of the family members I know don't like DC because it's a little more violent and a little more dark, which is funny. Arrow doesn't have superpowers, but he's fairly super smart, fairly super rich. He's basically, I know everybody's like, this is the Batman of DC, but this might be the Batman DC. Well, not DC, but he's Batman is DC. But this might be the other Batman. This guy is basically Batman with arrows. He has no superpowers, but his power and wealth allows him to create super arrows. So he's like if you mix Batman with Hawkeye. But yeah, I don't know how to explain him other than that. Him and Barry are often good friends in the show. Always seen hanging out, chumming around, superheroing together. Using Barry's speed and his like really good fighting abilities and really good ability to shoot people. I don't know what to call that. Good eye. They usually hang out. Hello, and welcome to the stream. I don't look, but I'm assuming it's called the Arrow. Set. Ooh. Doesn't really show the arrows. They could have one-upped him by showing the endings of the arrows here. You don't really see much. It's kind of brush looking arrow. In the cartoon versions and the comic versions, he has a whole ton of different arrows usually in his back. Electric arrow, sucker punch arrow, grappling arrow, stuff like that. Speaking of, there's the boxing glove arrow. I forgot that was one of them. Oh, no. He doesn't have that, they don't have that, and he doesn't have that. Okay, so we're just going with that. Let's go do a board mission. Arrow shoots his arrow. A 4. His aim is okay. He gets the guy in the shoulder. It doesn't stop him, but it slows him down for a bit. At least he didn't shoot Barry. I was waiting for that one. That one he would have shot Barry. On accident. Arrow shoots his arrow, catches Barry right in the peen. Barry falls over. We're no longer friends. Arrow says, well, at least it was the boxing glove arrow. Demon. I wonder if we'll get a new startup next chapter, a new start place. We don't usually do it every chapter. Sometimes, back in the day when we had more than 4 seasons of a chapter, sometimes every few seasons. I thought that looked weird for some reason. We're just gonna hit the closest one, and if we get brought down, then we get to do another skin. We're just accepting jobs. all we gotta do. We don't even gotta finish them. And now that thing's on fire. Oh, I did not know there was an explosive over there. Okay, that one's done. I already got it though. Does it just show me the thing or can I get it back? And it drops available. I am currently the freaking mine over here. So let's go to Shattered. To the Shattered Me. Oh my god, I don't know if I said this yet, but a handful of days ago, so I work as a cook, right? And one of my things I wield is a rotisserie cooker, which has these giant wheels you set in like 3 times 8 is 20, I don't know, I'm not going to do math this early in the morning, but that many chickens. 8 spikes, these chickens per spike, and so I'm cleaning it the other day, and it slips out of my hand and just wings me. The edge, not sharp, but it's thin and extremely heavy. Wings me on the shin, and I don't know. It has hurt very. Whoop. Boom. That'd be hilarious if it hit someone. Arrow misses when this place had arrows. Gold. Gonna burn this bridge when I come to it. Actually, I want to go back across real quick. There may be chests over here I missed. Oh, their bolt's gone. What the hell? That's weird. I wonder if the high card members were enemies of what's his name and he just raided their vault. They have. I gotta go check their other vaults now. Are all their vaults been wrecked? Oh, that one vault with the house is gone. Where was your... None of those will help. That one. First shot always means a lot, apparently. I need 2 more to complete the mission. Not that I need to complete the mission, but I'll eat some cake. Make arrow into a fatty. 3, 4. 5. 200 XP. Broke my shield, bitch. Sorry. That's not nice. I even have a better shotgun. What the hell? Whoop, well, okay. That was smart of me. Yeah, whatever. I don't even know I get that. That would fit him what? And I have a weapon that shit works with. Oh boy, we gotta run. I can take that fall. Legs of steel. Wait. Where the heck is this? In the middle of nowhere. Here's that way. Right here somewhere? I should be on top of it. Right there. Oh, there's a limit. Okay, whatever. Different matches. Oh, I didn't even read that. Nah, I feel dumb. What am I doing? Bush and hit somebody. Okay, let's go find a bush. Sorry. I didn't know I was gonna do that. That was hilarious though, honestly. I don't think that was my target though. Sorry, I'm still laughing about the lady who just fell off the cliff. The frick do I get down? Oh well. Oop, okay. Come to me. All I've got to do is hit them. I don't have to kill them, I just get to hit them. I think it says 1 minute. 13 seconds, I don't know. Interesting. Sure, why not? Kinda suck with this gun, but whatever. Hello, I'm at Sloan Saint. Get him, Dino. Traitor. Oh, are we at an hour now? Damn, 2 skins in 1 hour. Looks like it's gonna be a 3-skin day. Okay, our next quest is still the same quest. Java job board. Our third and plausibly final skin for the day is gonna be Yuki. You know what? Let's run 2 hours. I have today off, so we're gonna run 2 hours to hour 30. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Because it's hour 30, I do have things I have to do. And I feel like I need to go, I'll go. But if not, I'll stick for 2. Anyway, this is Yuki. This is the REM Walker, one of the 3 that come for the REM Walker set. They are apparently hackers. What you're seeing here might be their online avatar. It is unclear. But apparently they go into online in avatar form, sort of like Tron or HackSign, shit like that. And they hack a company which is called REM. REM Wakers, I'm sorry. Though she seems sweet and shy, this expert hacker is the Waker's missile inside the virtual world. Apparently she's like the hacker's tank. She's in just kind of a hood. She's got kind of a Bulma look going on with the blue cut. You can see her with her hood down here. Very Bulma looking. I don't know, purple skirt, purple bands that I don't know what they do, a pod or something. Nothing too interesting, but nothing bad. REM Wakers. Waker. I think this is hers. Best case scenario, no one ever sees Yuki's avatar at all. This is Yuki, right? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, these are these people, and these are the avatars that we see on the back lane. Their avatars, this wolf-looking thing. So somehow they get in with their avatars, and they hack, and their main goal is to take down REM, which is some kind of corporation. But that's as far as we know with REM. We don't know anything else about REM. We do know that they have been mentioned again when they release some of these skins, but that's about it. That's not hers. Don't honestly know who belongs to what. I think that's the bunny ladies. This has to be hers. Slice and dice. When virtual tools aren't enough for the job. You could do axe, which looks like something outside the world, or these cooling blades. We're going for the cool blades. Assume they're hers. They don't have anything else as far as I'm aware. I don't think they have anything here. Yeah. She tries to hack into the server. She rolls a 2. She doesn't do very well. Doesn't get in. But because she didn't hit that one, they're not quite found out. But the person on the other side of the server knows something's going on. He's discovered something is a little funky. She doesn't know what. What would she be up to today? Well, she was already actually reused, or one of them was reused. Oh, was it her? I think it was Yuki. One of them is part of the new Koi crew, the Koi clan. It was one of the hackers, and I can't remember who it was. I don't remember if it was Yuki or one of the other two. No. I don't even have that. I thought I would have that one. But I do have. Leedle. Slappy. You're not slappy, you're a lie. We'll land in here and die, but that's okay. That'll make us get one more thing in. figure out where the damn board is. Looks like it might be right there. Forward. A little more forward minute, then please. I'm at there. I'm going to Slappy now to see if I can hit more than one. I'm gonna just hit some chests on the way there. Balloon. Dabba dee dabba die. Dabba dee dabba die. Oh yeah, I started talking about, we were watching these videos the other day, and they were people like mishearing lyrics, and some of them ruined it for me. Like, it's not that I don't know what the lyrics of the song is that it's just so poorly pronounced. They don't know how to pronunciate, or because the way they're singing, they don't pronunciate, that it actually sounds like the wrong word. For example, in every step you take, the song is actually about someone stalking Sting and not about Sting stalking somebody. I learned the other day. The part goes, my poor heart aches with every step you take, but he doesn't enunciate the R's. So it literally sounds, my poo hole aches every step you take. Yeah. And Batman, who laughs. I see you. Okay. Well, now at least we got in more sins in 3. This is Webster. He is a metal animatronic who appears to be corrupted. Yeah, and that's about as much as we got on him. It says, ooh, he's got like skulls on him. Surrender your breadcrumbs. Oh, thank you. That helps a lot. Fortnite. We have no storyline with this guy whatsoever that I'm aware of. He has sort of a vampiric looking teeth on him, which is funny because ducks don't usually have teeth, but this whole thing might be a play off FNAF to begin with. I think it came out sometime around one of the FNAFs. His metal skin kind of reminds me of like the toys or the Funtime versions, or some animatronics seen more in theme parks than the fuzzy ones seen in the restaurants. His name is Breadcrumbs. No, Breadcrumbs is not the name of it. Ducks. Danger Ducks. Because you definitely spell Ducks with an X. That is how you spell Ducks. 100%. Backbling are just some animatronic wings. I know he has one here, and I think this is the last one he has. He has nothing else. Oh, he has 2. So he has this, which makes a funny noise, and this. I'm going to do this one because this looks like the duck off that one game where you're in a maze and you have to collect like crystals or something in the maze. There's always a monster chasing you down. This looks like the duck in that one. Dark something? I don't know. I know that someone was trying to copyright their name or some shit like that. Was it the one who did monsters? I don't think they have anything else, honestly. Might have something here. Let's see. at that. He does have one. Is it incorrect? Cool. What are you trying to show me? Dailies? Okay. Last drop for the boards, it looks like. Other than his blinking eye and, of course, body movements, he doesn't really have much of movement. Oh, why does that freak up his eye? His eye freaking up like that freaked up my eye. Oh, hello, Gaming Nut 7563. Thank you for the join. I do not have the locker right now. I apologize. I don't have the rush kicks either. Here, you can hug a robotic duck. Oh, no, she canceled. Try it again. Oh, excuse me, hello. There's some allergies. I don't have any of these. I do have this, though. Oh, his knees are sharp when they've been like that. That wasn't buddy with those. Okay, let's see. Oh, look, it's the same place as last time. Let's just hit Shafty. Ironically, our fall our feathers. Deploy corrupted tendrils. Oh. That's right. Ironically, we have vampiric powers. Honestly, I'm just gonna grab this and run. I thought he was in the building. Okay. Oof. Chica the emo got set down pretty quick. Sorry, Chica. Okay, 112. We get another skin just because I'm being not careful. This is Toon Meowscles. So, a little storyline behind this. Meowscles, as you may have known, you should know by now, came from Chapter 2. Fairly early, he was one of Midas's henchmen in the Shadow versus Ghost debacle. He owned the ship. He has shown many times he's not intentionally bad or anything. Wait, what's the name of this? The Inkville Gang. Stick Gang. Wait, can we see it from here? No. There it is. So, there are people who are getting turned into toons or from a toon world, and it is apparently a catchable disease or effect, because in the trailer, it showed Meowscles eat this black and white toonfish and turn into Toon Meowscles. Tuned up for maximum catitude, fresh fish. And thus, when, of course, a loop reset, it reset regular Meowscles and reset Toon Meowscles as two different entities. This might be his first variant, by the way. I think it is. I don't know if they have... I know I have other Toon... Oh, there it is. This guy. 10-ton Toon Bells. I don't think he technically has one, but these are both Toon versions. I don't get to use this guy enough, so we'll go ahead and use him. They should have something here. Really? No black and white for the Toon Gang? Wow. So unfortunately, this guy has the... So you think Toon, you think old songs like do 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 do, just kind of musical, old-timey musical songs, some jazz blues or earlier, silent music, silent movie music, stuff like that. Not this. I can listen to rap. I can listen to R&B. I'm not a big fan of that song. I just don't find it. Yeah, it's kind of eh. And also, it does not fit the theme. He should. Do you want to know if it's the theme? I don't even know if it's under gang or something else. Yep, there it is. This fits his theme. Also makes his eyes big and black, which is kind of creepy. That's the kind of music you expect. That kind of emotes for them. It's always irked me that that emote had that song in it. Okay, we are done with that one weekly. What do we got left? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it 130. We have enough people now. Assist in defeating bosses. Get an enemy player with a rocket ram ground crash. Okay, so bosses. I need to hit a... You know what? Now we'll go ahead. We're going to go to whatever the closest facility is and see if we can't hit the boss at least once and take him down, and or someone else take him down while after we die. I don't know if that counts towards us. It usually doesn't. So we have an issue, political-wise, by the way, so we're going to talk politics for 5 seconds. Here, what is this? Oh. That's an interesting one. So we have an issue. I read this about conservatives and other things, I think. And it's on the news now. We are going into government shutdown. Want to know why we're going to government shutdown? We're at that part where we like cap off some of our spending. We get to increase spending to have a government. The government shutdown won't really affect the pay rate, I think, of a lot of the politicians or the corporate puppet masters of them. And it won't technically affect your pay either, unless you're a lower governmental employee. It might affect your pay. What it's going to affect is the assistances that government people get off the government, tax assistances, Medicaid, stuff like that. For the government uses taxes to actually help the people instead of help themselves or help the corporations. That will be affected. Now you might be wondering that, yeah, they usually hold this hostage for some bullshit. What are they holding it hostage for? Impeaching Biden. That's right. They have absolutely no reason to impeach Biden whatsoever. Honestly, it's the dumbest shit ever. They know it's the dumbest shit ever. The only people pushing for it are the extremist Nazis. The reason they want to impeach Biden is because ex-President Trump was impeached for factual crimes and now is being brought to trial, and they're a bunch of insecure, stuck-up children who want revenge. So they want to impeach Biden. What do they have on Biden? Absolutely nothing. Imagination. The same imagination that thought there'd be something other than porn on Biden's computer. Hunter Biden's computer. That they illegally stole and then spread throughout the internet, and I'm still waiting for someone to be slapped with a crime for that. Like MTG over somebody. Big. So MTG or the Bobert that did that. Either way, then you'd be slapped with a lawsuit. Kind of crime zone is actually against the law. So in their imaginary land, they have something on Biden, which they don't. And they think that because their imagination has imagined up something, they have the right to impeach Biden. To note, when we impeached Trump, he was impeached because he committed actual crimes, and because he was behind the January 6th attempt to overturn the government and so much other things. When we went to impeach Paxton, it was once again because he is factually a criminal. He committed to actual factual crimes. Okay. Get out. Damn it. Oh, great. Well, we got one more drop then. This will be our last drop. Whether or not we get this, here's that 120. So yeah, we're going to shut down the government because the obtuse cultists who lulled Trump's taint, like MTG and McCarthy, want to bring Biden to impeachment for absolutely no freaking reason. Did they find any crimes whatsoever? One, and it wasn't Biden. It wasn't Joe Biden. It was Hunter Biden. So they couldn't get Joe Biden for anything on his laptop because they had made that shit up. They couldn't get Joe Biden on anything in foreign dealings because they made that shit up. They couldn't connect anything criminal between Joe and Hunter Biden because they made that shit up. Most of his crime stuff had to, Hunter Biden's most of his crime stuff had to do with drugs, which we already knew about and he was recovering from. The only thing they could chase down Hunter Biden for was a random minor gun crime, which is something the conservative Nazis usually protect. They usually go, oh no, there's no such thing as gun crimes, don't attack them for that, but don't attack them for that because they're a dumb cult. So they're trying to bring a person to impeachment for absolutely no reason. By the way, she still has her dad's symbols there, so she's still IO. Wait, what season is this? I'm dumb. This is chapter 2. She came out in chapter 2 like this, but she wouldn't come out on the map until this chapter. Weird. Engines. Oh, we got 3 of her. So this is original. This is the orange set. This is the set for this one. Says a good build is worth the effort. Now we haven't seen her on the map except for at the beginning of this chapter sometime, where she was working as a smithy, and I believe she was requested she would help the guy making the portal. The guy having us make the portal. This says composed of nanotech woven microfibers. She replaced her owl thingy, or maybe that's its face, I don't know, with a IO leather cape showing allegiance to the IO, maybe? It's one of the few things, if this is legitly supposed to be in the 4th chapter, the current chapter, this would be one of the few things that still show the IO symbol. Her cape, the tank of Sloane's, and the undercarriage of the bus launcher. Wield the power of faultless engineering. Faultless engineering. It's just some kind of spiky pickaxe-looking axe thing. Got a blade in the bottom, probably, and a hook down there. It'll probably be very damaging. Different ways to take out your enemy. Hook them, slice them, poke them. It's got a spinny piece in the back, and I don't know what the heck that does. Maybe that vibrates the wings and make it go faster? Maybe that vibrates the wings while it's inside him. And it's got a gear in the back also running things. Again, I don't know what that can do. Catch the hair in it. Our old and tempered engine. Right there. Now the owl doesn't go with this set, it goes with another set. Again, this is her old one. It doesn't really go with this set, but it's still hers. And one less fall. This is our last fall for the evening, guys. Honestly, what we need to do is remove all the super immature fascist Nazi conservatives from power. But the only way to do that would be to go out enforced in every state as a dominant liberal society and vote out all conservatives 100%. Not one can go. And that means the conservatives in all party. Not also does the entire GOP need to lose the races, but when it comes down to the small races in the things, people like cinema and people like Manchin, they need to go. Those guys are not progressives. They are conservatives that are just wearing the other party's skins. And it's coming up to our election here, not too far from now, next year. And we may have Trump versus Joe Biden, or we may have, what's the other fastest Nazi? DeSantis versus Joe Biden. And there is not a single good person on the right side's choice of presidential candidates. There's no reason to vote for the right wing or the conservatives unless you are an evil pile of garbage. And that is it. That is fear. That is the one reason to vote that now. People are going to say, but the conservative values of the media. No, fuck you. No. The conservatives have never been good. The conservatives do not have a good bone in their body. The conservatives were the Confederates. The conservatives were the Nazis. The conservatives were the KKK. The conservatives are evil. They have always been evil, and they will always be evil. You're thinking Republican, and guess what? The Republican Party is dead. It is deceased. You let the conservatives take it over, and they just tore out its insides till it's nothing but the deceased, rotting corpse skin of an elephant filled with the maggots that are conservatives. And that's it. That's all's left is the rotting skin. What was once the actually quite progressive Republican Party of Lincoln, which turned into the conservative party of Bush and shit, and Reagan, is now a dead party run by conservatives. Get through. Okay, you know what, we're gonna call that a day. Pain in my butt. We've been on for an hour 30. And we had our little thing. Okay. So here is our plans for both today and tomorrow. I have today and tomorrow off. So today evening to this evening, as long as nothing shows up and as long as I still feel well, we are going to come back and we're going to do the medium. It's been a while since we hit the medium. I don't honestly remember where we are. We'll spend a couple of hours in the medium. I think it's usually a 2-hour shift for a game like that. Tomorrow morning we will come back and hit this. We should have the new weeklies up tomorrow. I'll go ahead and just leave Jules on, which means tomorrow we will continue into... We hit chapter 6. Hold on, guys. We have to do something before we head off. So we're in chapter 6 now. We hit chapter 6 with this lady. So with that, we are in chapter 6 now. Now, okay, just to intro chapter 6. At chapter 5, at the end of chapter 5, we had the Galactus come in. He pulled. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're at the end of the Hunter season. That was after Galactus. So at the during season 5, Jonesy had been rifting people in and out using sideways rift, which was putting a lot of strain on the already exposed and strained 0 point, to the point where it shattered further and further and become so unstable it risks just imploding or exploding, which would destroy all universes ever. At the beginning of this season, you see Jonesy concerned about that, Agent Jones concerned about that, while Io Stone is like, whatever, just get out of there. Despite the fact that destruction of all realities ever should include her reality, unless Io has some kind of outer reality bunker, some kind of inner reality place they can sit out the destruction of all life ever and Armageddon, and just wait it out till they die, and except for the fact that they're semi-immortal somehow. So yeah, so Jonesy quits the IO during season 6, chapter 2, and he rushes to the 0 point in between all the infighting of all the hunters and stuff they called over. And at the 0 point, he tosses in his gun, which calls down the leader of the 7. Now, this is the first of the 7 we've seen since Season X of Chapter 1. Up to now, we've seen the Traveler, the Visitor from the Rocket event, and then in Season X, we saw the Scientist and the Paradigm. The Paradigm did the monster event and flew off apparently to the moon to sit there forever. The scientist went and the scientist and the visitor apparently went to the other side of the island to set up base in the chapter 1 island as it evolved and changed. Whew, hold on. The Foundation, who is the leader of the 7, lands in his meteor ship. I don't know why they use meteors as ships, by the way. And works with Agent Jones to try and repair the 0 point. While this is happening, you're going around with Agent Jones, and you and Jones keep switching designs and skins of people. Jones actually turned into a Rift Butterfly, which he's very excited about, and you're switched between some of the characters that you'll be getting in the upcoming Season 6 Battle Pass. And then you get... If I remember correctly. Oh, am I thinking Chapter 2, Season 6? Wait, what Chapter 2, Season 6? I'm thinking Chapter 3, Season 6. No, because this is Hunter season. So no, I'm right. Chapter 2, Season 6 is this. So, where was I? Foundation tries to bind the 0 point, tries to cause a 0 bloom to reset the 0 point. Sort of like they accidentally resetted the 0 point in Season X with just running a raw meteor into it. But it fails. In an effort to stave off the explosion, he seals the 0 point with himself into a crystalline structure. And yeah, that's the beginning of it. So before we go, we will check out all Chapter 2, Season 6 things. 7, 5... So first off, we have here. This is like the Easter stuff or something. This shows the spire in the background. The spire there doesn't quite contain the 0 point for some reason. You see the storm. I don't know why the 0 point's active in the spire unless that's during the kind of actual event. Here we see a fight happening between the new chicken. This is a chicken that came out during Season 6. The Easter Bunny, the old chicken sets, and stuff like that. And it looks like the new chicken is the boss now of the Easter mascots. I don't know. Here we have Agent Jones, the original Jonesy. We found out during the Marvel season he is an IO member officially, and the reason there's so many of them is because during that season we found out that every time they enter and leave the loop, they leave behind a copy of themselves. And then, every time something happens in the loop or they change, they leave behind a copy of themselves. And if the copy is changed, the copies will split into the original copy and the new copy. We didn't learn all that there. This is XIO Jonesy. He's a little more battle hardened. He's all uh, covered in different pieces from different areas, places he visits. And I don't remember there being arrows on the bottom of the crossbow like that. That's a weird place to put arrows. But yeah. Also see vehicles behind him, and again the spire. But again, the spire not containing the 0 point. I don't know why it shows that, unless it's just supposed to show the event. Also, there seems to be cords up there. I don't know what that is. Were those zip lines up the 0 point spire? I don't remember that. Here we have the Spire Assassin, I believe this one was, or something like that. She's an unlockable skin we'll see here as we go through Season 6. Again, she's again watching the Spire. Again, the Spire seems to be not fully complete at this point, so maybe she's seen its creation, who knows. You see a city in the foreground, which is strange because there weren't many seasons at the city at this season. Tilted that had come back and melted out of non-existence. I think Tilted was a type of Tilted. Oh no, it was a mixed Tilted. It was a rifted over mixed Tilted. Was now destroyed and partially filled with sand, I believe, if I remember correctly. There's still the Lake City, and that might be the only big city here other than Swamp City. Maybe this is just what it might look like to the Vegetable People Island. Maybe there's more buildings, who knows? The assassins and guardians of the spire were their armor was the same crystals the spire made out of. The way that the spire put out dark crystals, which we now know are kinetic crystals, there's a chance the entire spire was just made out of kinetic crystals of some sort, meaning their armor is as well. Spire Shadow. The new team. What does this say? Created by Dan Murford. Anyway, the new team. How it ends. The May 2021 crew bonus. This is one of the first crews. And it says how it ends. Is this the final season? This wasn't the final season. No. Oh no, because this is this chapter we had the invasion, so this is definitely not the final season. We see a rift, and we see her coming back. So this is actually Team Leader. Team Leader had rifted out of the loop in the zero area to what might have been Mega City. We're not entirely sure, but there's a big chance she rifted into wherever Mega City originally was. And this is her rifting back in her new kind of Neo-looking armor. You can see Agent Jones like, what the frick? Our other cyberpunk dude's like, oh, did you go to my home or something like that? We see three very surprised people on the side over there. Our treasure hunter, our new chicken, and the old knight. There appears to be another Jonesy shadow in the back. I don't see anything else. That could be a Ramirez shadow in the back right. And, oh, hello. That is Loki in the back left, 100%. That was an Easter egg and a showing of what might be to come. Because Loki come out this season, maybe? Maybe. I don't think we've been through Loki yet. Here we have Midas's other daughter. She appears to be walking down the steps while being guarded by people in white suits. Which is a little strange, because on the right there we have the card members lying on the floor, one below her too, but the person in the back is like another card member of some sort. Pretty cool looking. Means that she had her own empire to watch over during chapter 2. Marigold, that's her name. Marigold comes to collect. Skullstalker, a new gatekeeper for the new underworld. Okay, so I wasn't a huge fan of this guy. I thought this guy came out with the crew member stuff. Maybe not. But I honestly don't see why I would have bought him if he didn't. He's basically just a guy in a mask. It's not the most extremely cool looking thing ever. His axe is okay with the hand grip in it. Gatekeeper for New Underworld makes it sound like he's running some kind of underground thing, not the actual underworld. You see some of the UFO stuff that will be coming up soon. That was a tease. That's not this season. Okay, so this season, as the 0 point gets fired up, it would cause a bloom effect. Now, what was a desert almost was completely overrun by the past, the wilds. It was like they bring in a more wild age and cause more animals to come over. This would also be the first season we'd have animals, the wolves, the chickens. I think that was it at the time. I don't think we had raptors. I think it was just wolves and chickens. And I don't think you could ride the wolves, but I may be wrong. But this is be one of the wilding people, the people who lived out in the wild. Does it say her name right here? Yeah, nope, just Primal Town. She appears to be a mixture of maybe she was like a citizen on the island, and now she's surviving post in the Armageddon area. You can see she wears like regular clothes, and she has tattoos that are semi-tribal, but maybe not. But she also has a lot of armor and leather on her, so she's been living out in the wilds for a while. Don't know the because 0 point was so unstable. We don't know the time between the last season and that season, but it could be several months more like it because we know that we know actually we do know it's been years because that one guy who has the spire powers ends up having the kinetic dark powers says he's been studying these spires since he was a child. So it's been like 10 years between uh, the fifth and sixth season, between what's his name selling himself away. So Jones ends up in this place for like 10 years of loops. But yes, I think she's just a citizen of the island who learned how to survive here. Here he is, by the way. So this is the guy. Excuse me. This guy's interesting story, and we'll go through it again when we get into him. But apparently, he was a child, and as a child, he saw the spire come about and the other spires, and he's been interested by the spires for his entire life. He's about 19, 20 now, and I would just say that since he was a kid who was interested in it, it's been at least 10 years since the spire rose, and he's the reason we have some kind of time reference in here. We have another version of him, and I'll think of his name later if it doesn't tell us. But he's a regular human with cubic rune tattoos all over him. But once he starts to learn about the spire, he becomes a different person, a little angrier, as he's filled with the kinetic dark energy. Of course, so we just went through him. This is Inkville Gang. This is Meowscles after he's ate that fish in what appears to be the Inkville world now. The question is this the world that the fish and all the ink people are from, or is this how he sees the world now that he's an ink person? You can see Meowscles coming out of a tongue of himself, a mouth of himself. The fish can that turned him into this. Um, the bus in sort of Magic School Bus style look. The llama looks freaking creepy as a Mickey Mouse looking thing. Two drops with eyes and the moon smiling down on us. And then some trees looking down at us. It's actually quite cute. I like it. Again, here's Team Leader as her new Sentai Ranger outfit. She seems to be working alongside some other people, or I can't tell with or against other people. I don't know what they are or who they're on, or who they are and what they're on. They appear to be riding some kind of mechanical bike that also looks like a mechanical dragon of some kind. I don't know these people. If you know these people, let me know. I don't know any of the people in here except for the team leader. And this appears to be still in that mega city, actually. If you look in the background, it's a mega city. So this isn't our reality. This is possibly a mega or whatever city they went to. I'm going to assume it's mega from right now because we have no actual reference to where she came from. How's it going? Why is it why is it how it's going? The moment of truth countdown to 0. So this is from the event of Jonesy dropping out of that battle bus and getting ready for a fight on his way to the 0 point as the 0 point's about to blow. His betrayal of Io. Albeit this shows him in more armor. He seems to be. Oh no, that's right. He was collecting armor, so he's in armor. This is so I don't know about this storyline. In all likeliness, these people have just geared up for medievalness just for the heck of it. However, we've had time travel issues with these people before. Durburger has gone back into the ancient past, possibly into the forest that we were just exposed, or into just ancient history, and become a temple god himself. So I don't know if this is more time buggery or if they found just like with the stuff going in the wilds, they decided to go medieval. But it's a medieval set of all the mascots. We get Sir Durburger, or Sir Burger, I believe. We had the Tomato Head in his evil, uh, kind of uh, evil Dark Knight setup, and we have our taco lady back there with her shield of nachos. It's cute. This is not Lynx. Shoot, I forgot her name. So we have another lady. It doesn't say who. No, is it Lynx? It could be Lynx. It is Lynx, isn't it? This is Lynx's sister because Lynx does have the blue and pink design. Okay, I think she's Link's sister because that looks like Link's design, and she has a cat thing going on about her. So yes, I'm almost like 10% sure she's related to Link's. Oh, speak of the devil, she's right there in the front row. This one's Link's sister skipped being the superhero and is a parent supermodel. You can see people up front watching her. We got Mouse Skulls, Raven Dude, Bright Bomber, her sister cheering her on. Um, uh, don't know who that is to the right of Leaks, but hello, that camera's in a weird spot to be taking a picture. Everybody's taking pictures. Billy, what is wrong with your face? And we have Drift over there with his mask on. People can't see him drooling. Then Skull Jonesy down there. Some lifeguard lady. Uh, the DJ. Mama. Fish sticks. And then some people who may just be a little too undetailed to tell who they are. And there's some kind of catwalk thing watching her strut her stuff. But yeah, I believe she's League's sister. She has similar designs, similar outfit stuff, pink hair, um, a cat-like theme going on. Link's, of course, is the cat villain, superhero, thief. I don't know exactly. So yeah, unbearable universe. This has to do with her switching over. So this is sort of a storyline specifically for Team Leader. Team Leader somehow rifted out of the Zero area and went into this world. And now that I'm looking at it, 100% this is Mega City. I think some of these designs are currently in our slice of Mega City. So whatever Mega City is, whatever it came from, I think she went to it. And over there on the right, that's her just driving. She doesn't have a new suit yet, but boy, did they give her a backside in this picture. Um, I would like to see a chapter of a full city to island. That's just something that's an idea I've had for a while. We've had these flat islands and stuff, but what if we just had completely fillable, completely open skyscrapers across an entire island, where our building skills, instead of just being about building a force, would be about getting across deadly drops all the time. Like you're always just building across drops, and you're always getting dropped by somebody who's like, "Yeah, good luck with that." I would just think an entire chapter on a massive city would be cool. And for each season, you could destroy part of the city or have something interesting happen in the city, that kind of thing. I like the open map, of course. I think that since we're having such short chapters now, just one season, 1 year chapters, it wouldn't hurt to have a year of a giant city. Maybe have us go to Mega City. At the end of last season, someone was talking about leaving the island leaving behind the Zero Island, getting somewhere else with the 0 point sealed away. Maybe it's no longer a danger, maybe no longer works anymore. So would it be too bad to leave to the place Mega City's slice came from, or make an island out of Mega City? Just an idea. Oh, here we go again. She had a lot. This is team leader in what is apparently Mega City, creating her new kind of Sentai Ranger outfit before she comes back over here. It says how it started, the Cuddlist timeline. Oh, and how it's going, is a reference to this timeline thing. Okay. When it says how it ended, that's her coming back. I get it now. This is an interesting. What the heck is going on? Oh, okay. What happened to my? Oh well. For some reason, my manager turned off. So this is a first and so far only um, book character. He arrived. I don't remember his name right off the bat. We'll get to him when we get around to him. But he is literally a book character. He's not a movie character, not a video game character. He's from a book. I would absolutely love if one of my book characters got into Fortnite. It would fulfill my life as a struggling slash failed writer. If Jason or Felmont or friggin' who else? Anybody from Eric's cute. Eric's a cute vampire. Made it into here. This is our. Oh, this says he's a long way from the costume here. This is the soccer player who came in here, and not long after he came in here, there was some kind of. He was a Battle Pass member. It's a really weird one. He has some kind of mech suit going on, which is another really weird one, which is part like Neo Plush Wilds. It made no real sense other than it was just a crossover with a popular person, and maybe he plays Fortnite. I don't know. But there was apparently some kind of issue with this player later on in life. Some kind of thing going on. I don't know exactly what happened with him. Maybe we'll look it up when we go past him. Of course, we have Aloy came in this season. She was actually fitting the setting with the wilds going on. Aloy's from... I forgot the name of her game, but in her game, she's in a apocalyptic future of Earth where all the cities are ruins and all the animals in the wilds are robots. A sentient AI, well, not sentient, but as sentient as animals go, AI robots. And the people are kind of live out in the wilds away from the robots and hunt the robots and just live as tribal people. Oh my god, the fact that I can't remember Horizon. It's called Horizon. I knew that. Horizon Zero. Okay. I was like, my brain kept going to Event Horizon, which is a horror space thriller slash psychological thriller. Is this also season 6? I thought she was in during the other season. So this is Raven. Raven's from the DC universe. She is one of the Teen Titans, the first Teen Titan to show up here. I think we've only had 2 so far. And she set up a house. I remember it's off the waterway, not too far from the 0 point. Her powers have to do with shadow. She's half demon in her from her world. Trigun, her dad, is basically that universe's or that world's Satan, and she's his daughter. She was originally born of a human mother, I believe, and Trigun, in an effort to create her to become powerful and then die as a portal and a gate to allow her father into the human world. They do stop him in most cases. If you watch if you watch Teen Titans Go, it gets pretty dumb. But they're all there still. I'm never going to not rag on Teen Titans Go. So in Chapter 2, Season 6, we also had our first Batman comic. Batman had come over before, but as there's multiple DCUs, this was a new Batman. So we had 2 other Batmans on the island already. This Batman from a new DCU of some kind rifted over through a gate that the bad guys were trying to use to get over. Maybe even the same gate one of the Harleys used. Maybe even the same gate one of the Catwoman's came through. Unclear. But he came through and he realized that he lost his memory, his powers to speak, just like 0 Point does with people who don't have helmets on. He was able to, however, leave himself messages so that every time he looped, he figured out a way to get out. And he found out that officially, this is officially canon now, if you're the last person and you win the Battle Royale, you're looped out into the secondary island. This would be the first time we would ever see that the Zero Island has 2 dimensions. The inner loop / storm dimension and then the dimension out, which is less populated, appears to be semi-controlled by IO. I don't know if it's still around. I'm assuming it's still around. I'm assuming though, since the island was destroyed, reset, IO stuff is all gone. But yeah, and IO's dead anyway, with all his characters dead. But find out that he could rift out to the other island, and that in that other island, while it wasn't all the stuff happening in the game didn't have all the population, you still have all the major events happen because the spire was still there. By the time Batman gets out, it shows that the 0 point, this was also story related, had moved down the spire about mid, all the way down to where it once rested inside the IO bridge. This was one of the first time we also saw the actual bridge. And he was one of the first ones to discover that if you left into the 0 point without dialing it, you would end up being torn to pieces and thrown into different dimensions. And I believe the Space Explorer guy with the flaming skull, I think it was him. I think he found that out the hard way. He went into the 0 point and was killed and was thrown throughout dimensions. They also found out that if they tried to leave the secondary island, they would also just die. And in this world, dying is a real world. Dying doesn't, there's no loop. You don't get reborn. Fish Sticks actually dies outside in this area when he's killed by IO. Yep. The original Fish Sticks, the Fish Sticks that escaped, is dead. There's still a bunch of copies of them in here, of course, and I'm sure they can escape because there's a lot of copies working for IO. We also found out IO was using the loop and stuff to recruit new soldiers. They would take out copies or originals of the people inside the loop and make them their soldiers. This is also sort of what Gino did to his daughters, the twins, sisters, Imagine in Order, because he put them in a loop, but he found them to be less powerful than they needed to be. So he brought out copied Imagine Order, and I don't know what happened to the copies. They never really say, but the Imagine Order then became Imagine the end of Order, the two sisters, then became members of the Seven. Here we have probably, oh no, that's the end of season 6. Never mind. Ignore Rick. Wow, we're getting down to the last 2 chapters, I think. Damn, we're almost near the end of chapter 2. So yeah, that is the end of those on that, and we'll be back tomorrow. Scrap Knight Jules, I guess, technically came in during this season. She doesn't quite fit the wild section. Neither does he during this. Neither does he. Kinda does. Neither does she. So what's she doing in the wilds? Well, could be she got rifted over while trying to hack. After all, during the entire season, it was about a unstable, and especially the beginning of this season, it was about unstable 0 point. This thing, sentient wild AI, may have been just drifted in, or since it's all torn up, maybe it was an animatronic somewhere on the island, and now the island's gone to kind of the wilds Armageddon style, it gained some sentience and started walking about the island. This one we actually have a story for, and this one's sort of a story for. I'm guessing she kind of went medieval, if she's medieval at this time, to build weapons. I'm sorry, I'm just noticing she has metal stuck into her neck. I know it's been there, but honestly, ow? And how? Also, I love her nose ring. Her nose ring's so cute. Her face is cute. And that'll be the end for today. We went a little further because we had to look at this stuff. It's been now like 3 hours, I think. So I will see y'all tonight. That's only been about 2 hours. I will see y'all tonight for the medium. Y'all have a good day. And if I don't see y'all tonight for the medium, I'll see y'all tomorrow for more Fortnite. Peace out, guys.